So let's talk a little bit about Nikola Tesla and his dapper geniusness. Over 100 years ago, when the world was lit by candlelight and fireflies, an electrical system known as alternate current was invented to power every home in the world and is still used to this day. The man who invented it? Nikola Tesla.
But Edison's more important. He made the light bulb. Isn't he the father of the electric age?
Nope, Nikola Tesla. But anyway, let's start at the beginning. This mustachioed electrical mastermind was born during a lightning storm on July 10th, 1856, in a small village in what would be modern-day Croatia, called Slimjin, Zildjian, I don't know. As a kid, Tesla was fascinated with the world around him. He performed many different experiments, from creating a tiny motor out of bugs to going all Mary Poppins on us and trying to fly off a barn with an umbrella. One day, Tesla was playing with his cat when he was shocked by static electricity. This little incident sparked Tesla's fascination with electricity. So, fast forward to the awkward Serbian teenage years, and Tesla was gifted with a magical mustache and incredibly high intelligence, allowing him to do even integrated calculus problems in his head. In 1882, Tesla began working at the Continental Edison Company in France, repairing and redesigning different equipment. 2 years later, he moved to New York City, where Thomas Edison himself hired Tesla to work on his machines. Edison offered Tesla $50,000, which would be the equivalent of over $1 million today, to fix and make improvements on Edison's direct current generators and motors. After Tesla finished the task and asked Edison about his payment, Edison was like, hello, nope, saying,
Tesla, you don't understand our American humor.
D-bag. Huge D-bag. So Tesla and Edison split ways, and Tesla began working on his alternating current system and was backed by American entrepreneur George Westinghouse. Tesla's alternating current provided more power over hundreds of miles, whereas Edison's direct current only provided a little power for a measly 2 miles before another substation had to be built. The battle between alternating current and direct current is what's known today as the War of the Currents. It is also where AC/DC gets their name. No, really, look it up. It's true. Edison hated the alternating current, as his entire monopoly was based on direct current. So what did he do? He stole little Timmy's puppy and publicly electrocuted it to show people the dangers of alternating current. He even went so far as to steal little Timmy's circus elephant, and guess what? He electrocuted him too. D-bag. Huge D-bag. However, Edison ended up losing the war, and alternating current was used to light up the Chicago World Fair, the very first time electricity was used to light such an event. Suck it, Edison. After this, Tesla and Edison were both consolidated into the conglomerate General Electric, financed by J.P. Morgan. Morgan provided Tesla funding in a lab so that he could conduct his mad scientist-like experiments.
Oh, it's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
His goal was to try and supply the world with free energy. So he traveled to the mystical lands of Colorado, where he made this thing, the Wardenclyffe Tesla Tower. It basically shot giant lightning bolts through the air to transmit power in a several 100-mile radius. Alright, now let's hit a few other achievements that Tesla has real fast. Tesla was the first to come up with the idea of transmitting radio waves. He built the first remote-controlled boat. Who pitched the idea for radar to the US Navy first? Tesla, but D-bag Edison said it wasn't practical during World War I, so it wasn't created until 1935. He was among the first people to discover X-rays. Who turned Niagara Falls into a giant hydroelectric power plant able to power New York City? Tesla. Whose patents aided in the creation of the transistor, making computers possible? Tesla. Who was the first to record radio waves from space? Tesla. Who made Mark Twain literally poop himself with an earthquake machine? Tesla. Electric motor? Tesla. Neon lights? Tesla. Wireless communications? Nikola bloody Tesla. The man was a freaking genius, and he gets little to no credit for his contributions. In fact, the poor guy was in poverty for the majority of his life. His final moments were spent living off milk and Nabisco crackers while he hallucinated that he was feeding a pigeon with, and I am quoting this, a light from her eyes, powerful beams of light. The poor bastard was seeing laser pigeons. Right this wrong. Consider Nikola Tesla for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, or whatever the hell this is for.